No, I don't have another cigarette. I don't have one. Under the Electoral College, the state of Minnesota had 13 votes at their hand. And the Electoral College to me is encompassed of the state and the areas that we have divided where our communities make up enough senators, congressmen to give us a body politic where I thought we had like 100 and something senators and like 8 congressmen. And I said Keith was one of 8 people who for me made a decision when I solicited the congressional leader on behalf of Barb Johnson. I said Barb Johnson owed me $50,000 plus lawyer fees and medical at that time, and that totaled to be 67 grand. And had Barb just paid me, then we wouldn't have this problem. I thought Joshua R. Williams told me him and Sarah McLaren discussed my case, that he thought it was worth $250,000. I asked Josh to put it in writing. Josh refused to put it in writing. At that point in time, me and Josh are now arguing. Josh went to Judge Boylan's courtroom. He said he was there only for the $21,000, $25,000 that him and Sarah McLaren were willing to give me through Miss Segal. They weren't going to discuss $250 at this point unless I sat there and begged. I said, I'm not going to sit here and beg that I've got a doctor's report. I've got a fucking deposition where, again, this conference was called because you called me up on a day after a school meeting. I felt targeted, bullied, and abused by you, Joshua R. Williams. And I said, aren't you supposed to be handling the police case? Didn't you say we were going to be having a conference to discuss my fucking money? And then that conference ended up being, again, where Judge Boylan, I thought, awarded me $50,000 plus lawyer and medical, and I did not get that. I thought I got $21,000 or $25,000 under a prepaid medical where he sued the officer, not the city. I thought he dropped the city's claim, he sued the officer, and then the officer now retaliated. I did not sue the officer personally. I sued the city of Minneapolis based on the uniform that he wore, which was represented by Barb Johnson. So I went after Joshua R. Williams and I filed a fucking bar complaint. I filed one against Amy Jane Getz because I said the firing of Amy Jane Getz under the education case when I was coming home from that school meeting where Joshua R. Williams, I thought for 2 years, Jeff Storms sat on my case, did nothing until I filed my Office of Civil Rights complaint. And I thought that encompassed a big investigation where I hoped Blong Yang was on my side. I thought my mom said vote for Blong because Blong's on your side. But when Blong didn't come to me, help me, get a seat on city council, and then I thought, manipulated some shit with Betsy Hodges, I thought, nah, Blong, again, either was paid off or he was never there to help me. I said the meeting they had with my mother abused my rights to be safe and secure in my name, my persons, because again, 6 lumps in my arm when you pull 6 fucking teeth as my daughter's fucking graduated, I thought was for Michael Davis to make me look bad, where the brotherhood, Bobby, Keith, Dawn, now started to attack me and my children. And on 221, be very motherfucking clear, 221, you took it to the next level. You went above the call of duty at that point, and you could have settled $2.2 million under an education claim through Bernadette Johnson, hush money, and stopped that bullshit, but you didn't want to, did you? Look where we're at now. Who's in here, Keith, Bobby, Dawn, Michael Davis? Is this a real court, Amy Dawson? Or is this another prepaid medical, assistance plan with a judge like you who